Yo, what's up, Danny? I must have notifications turned on or something. Came in quick. Alright, so we get up to a good start here. Obviously, you have to slow down a lot to turn one. This guy in front from the Philippines is very, very slow out of turn 1 and into turn 1. And so even though we had an advantage of starting against Danny, he was starting in the chicane, he was right back on it. So we're going to move out to the left here. Go for the move into Lake Coombe. Managed to make it through. Filipino guy gives us the space. Oh, bit of an incident there with Danny. And the Filipino guy goes around. Not sure what happened there exactly. Unfortunate. So we're up to P8, P9 Danny, and P10 Iqbal. So we've got Team Malaysia right behind us. A little bit of a gap though, but they're going to catch up. As we see this Japanese driver get sideways. Through Pafun, we're going to go up the inside here. Into Panya. And get the move done. Into P7. Danny and Nick are still running P9, P10 behind us. So skip up ahead. We have 3 wide there. Japanese driver ends up facing the wrong way. We move up 2 positions. And now we're going through a rouge right up behind the Japanese driver in P4. Skipped up early in the 6th to get a good run out of the corner. We get a bump from behind. That leads us to bump the driver in front. He pushes us 1 wheel there onto the grass, but we're going to send it up the inside here anyway. Oh, we got hit there, out onto the dirty stuff. And now we're going to have Danny coming up the inside. So Danny goes past us, we have dirty types struggling around the outside. Danny very aggressive there on the exit of Rivage, gets the move done. And we are through, now running P5, P6. Riding on board with Danny here as we go around Pofun. Coming up to the Japanese driver who kicked this all off when he ran into me on the second part of Lacoon. So very slow through Fanya there. Danny's going to go up the inside here. I'm following just behind. Japanese driver moving across, trying to defend. Danny's going to try out the inside through Blanchimont. They're side by side going into the chicane. This could be a potential hazardous move here for Danny. But he's going to get it done around the outside. Bit of contact there. I forced my way through as well. Don't want to take any risks of being stuck behind this Japanese driver. He's being very aggressive on the defense. So we make our way through, and hopefully now we're going to have the slipstream on Danny, but I see that the Japanese driver behind, he goes for a bit of a move up on the inside of Air Rouge, so I had to release the brakes and go deep. But it's okay, as we'll still be able to stay here in the slipstream, and use Danny's slip here to pull me along to safety so that the Japanese driver behind can't try any more moves up into Lacoon when we reach the end of the coming straight up the hill. So we see that lap 2, we did a 2-minute 09. Lost 3 seconds to the leader just on that lap alone. So a lot of work to do. We're about 7 seconds behind at this point in the race. Lap 3 here on our 24 lap race. So make up a bit of ground there on the butt stuff on Danny. Only a 2.06.2. Danny does a 2.59. Remember we had that deep turn 1. So much closer there this time. Better exit. We are up by 1/10 purple on the fastest lap. So just get on the throttle a little bit too soon and wash out behind Danny there. Was not having much luck of staying close through the middle sector, unfortunately. One thing I do need to get better at is, even though we have the greatly reduced dirty air, it's like maybe 10% of what it is on real, I'm still, I think, not accounting for the greater entrance speeds that we're having because of the slip, and just kind of getting on the throttle too early sometimes. So something I really do need to work on in the future. You see, we lose a lot of time there in the middle sector and only do a 2.59 when really should have done like a 2.56, 2.55 at this point in the race, especially with the slip damage. So, fortunately we did make a bit of a mistake on that last lap and fell back, and Danny now has the slip. We're out of the slip. Got equal behind, it's quite far behind though. So on board with, following here Danny. He goes a little bit wide there at the exit of Lecum into Rivage, keeping it tight on the corner into second gear very early on the throttle there. Pull it over to the right hand side of the track for this left-hander. You see, kind of misses the apex a little bit. It's very hard to follow through there. And then we're going to be coming into Cohoon. Down to fourth for Danny. Come into into Fania. The right-hander, drop down second for the rotation. Third gear, exit. Plenty of traction in these group 2 cars. Bit of a mistake there from Danny. Didn't seem to cost him much time though. We're up 10th and a half on our fastest so far. Just got ourselves back into the flip. And yeah, once again we have a better buff stop there. So Danny only a 2.61 on that lap, I do the fastest lap of the 2.56. So Danny with a good slipstream there, almost 2 tenths up on my lap time. You see how powerful the slipstream is here. It's worth probably 2 tenths on each of the straights. So if you can follow someone really close, and especially if you can bump drop them, that's how you can unlock some kind of mid-2 or 4 pace, really. So right on board with me, as I struggle to get turned in that no-name corner. Danny gonna go for a move here into Cohoon. Not getting close enough. Back on board with Danny. Hey, push up. Sure, let me guess, you're in pro for next season? No? So we see the Japanese driver picks up a half-second penalty there for going wide at Stavelot. He's got the indicator on, so he lets Danny through. Coming into the bus stop chicane. Make up a lot of time under braking. Get a much better exit. But here I go to the right, and he also goes to the right, and he hits the brakes. So he's trying to let me through, but it's just, he must be on bonnet cam or something. We'll take a look at his inputs here. Yeah, it's very silly, so I just end up running into the back of him. And this unfortunately drops me out of the slip again. At this stage of the race, we kind of just catch back up into the slip, and now Danny is coming up against P2 Koyo. He goes wide, out onto the AstroTurf. Now what's going to happen here? Is Danny going to go for the move? Gets it there on the inside. Okay, we switch from Danny there. So right through it. And give Danny the bump. No point going for a move here, but I have to slightly go to the inside just to make sure that the guy behind doesn't try to send back a move. And Danny and I are up into second place, so just the leader now, who's about 4 seconds up ahead of us. Early on the throttle there, we get some oversteer on exit. So trying to get on the throttle, but Koyo has gone into the pit, so lap 10 pit to Koyo. That's going to play into the strategy of the race later on, we'll see. You just always lose time on that left-hander when following, and then also here it's Bahun. Only down to, we have like a 212 minimum apex speed. It's not very quick. We ideally want to be up around 220 km per hour when you get that right. Another dip there on the throttle. As you see the leader go into the pits on lap 11 now. Danny takes away the fastest lap with 2:05.5. Just beats my fastest lap. Just fine race. So lap 12, pit window is open for us here. So Danny is going to be pushing very hard on this lap. Very, very bad photo in there, 209. So as we approach the bus stop here, I'm running about 5-6 tenths behind Danny. But you can see we're still in clean air, constantly able to run 205s. So Dan's going to peel into the pits here, and I'm going to go for an extra lap to go for the overcut. So hammer time here. Early on the throttle, got a decent exit. See, we're only half a tenth down on our best lap. Second lap off tires, I'd say this is a fairly reasonable in lap actually. Probably a little bit weak again. Was not looking for him up on this race. Your Rude Ones came for next season. Oh, that's great news. Nice. So I guess what, you'll be in Pro-Am category? Not Pro? Because Red One, doesn't he have 2 Pros already? Or you can have multiple Pros. Alright, into the pits. And as we come out of the pits, there's Danny. So we haven't really lost much time, just a couple of tenths. But unfortunately, we also end up with Koyo right behind us. So remember, this is the guy who pitted on lap 10. So he's had a 4-lap undercut on us. And I was not accounting for this at all because he was, seemed to be out of the picture. But now he's going to be all over me. And instead of going for the bump and working together, he tries to go up the inside here. I'm going to have to hang around the outside. So I managed to hold on to the position. But now I know that I'm going to have a fight on my hands because I've got cold tires. His tires are well up to temperature. And you see, he is very desperate to get past. So that defensive action until he couldn't, very frustrating. The gap moves from being about 1.6 out to being like 2.8. Once again, right in my mirrors. We're going to have to go up to the inside of the track to defend. Tries to go around the outside. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a net code there as we bang side by side. We both go wide there on the exit, slide a lot. So yeah, just having to go defensive, losing a lot of time, and any advantage I'll have from the overcut is now unconsciously being squandered, and I do not have the slipstream to help me defend into these corners at the end of the long straights. So a bit of an attempt to break the toe there, just far enough ahead. Danny's on a 2.50. Snap of oversteer there into the first part of Fania. A bit wide there on the curve. As you see, I'm driving a little bit tilted at this point. A bit ruffled by having to defend and losing time to Danny in front. Second guessing my strategy. So the idea was that by overcutting, I was just gonna carry slightly better tires all the way through to the end of the race. And I knew that the time I'd lose going one lap extra, I would be able to make up as soon as Danny catches up to Dyron and has to pass him. So to have this unexpected fight with Koyo, it really just kind of destabilized my mental situation and drove a very scruffy first few laps here. So you see only a 2.56. Meanwhile, Danny now in the slipstream of Dyron. Dyron even doing a 2.62 on that lap, so not a good lap from Dyron there. Starting to feel the pressure from Danny behind. Meanwhile, we still have Koyo here in our slip, and we have both towed this driver along to a fastest lap. So right on board with Danny as he's getting closer and closer to the leader. Oh, very nice run through Copeland there for Danny as Dyron goes wide slightly. And now he's going to be in trouble here. We've got the two Red Bull cars fighting it out now for the lead. As Dyron, he goes wide at Fania, and Danny easily swoops by. So Danny losing basically no time at all and getting past Dyron. As I'm just slowly starting to pull away from the two behind. Fortunately, this driver made the move on Koyo, and that dropped him just out of my slip slightly. Jump up ahead a bit. So lap 18 here. You see Dyron's done a very good job of hanging on to Danny. The slipstream really does help you follow a faster driver, and we just managed to do a 2.5 lap to take the fastest lap momentarily. Danny had a 2.57, so not a strong lap from him there after doing a 2.50. See, Dyron actually caught up a little bit. And at this point, because Danny was streaming, and I almost wanted to type into Danny's chat when I was on the straight, like, stop fucking towing Dyron along. Because, yeah, at this point I was like a little bit worried that I wasn't even going to catch up to Dyron. When, if he could just be hanging out in Danny's slip the whole time. So we set another purple open sector there. At this point, I'm around about 1.1, 1.2 behind Dyron, so just starting to get the effects of the slipstream, but obviously not, you know, the quarter of a second you can gain when you're up close to someone. And of course, Dyron is closer to Danny than I am to him. Meanwhile, if we go back and look at Iqbal, he's just a long way behind. 220 and 212. So I had a 219 and a 211. So you see the Iqbal just not really up to pace here. He's only doing 206s and high 205s. It was his second race on the combo. Not sure if he improved as the night went on. But you see now, Darren's just starting to fall out of Danny's slip. So the gap between the three of us is about even. About 1.2, 1.3 seconds. So at this point I know that I can really start to close in on Darren. I know that once he loses that slipstream, it's going to be incredibly difficult for him to hold on. He has 2 lap older tires than myself, and obviously just a little bit less pace overall. So that's the plan from here on out. So let's reel him in these last remaining 5 laps. You see Danny steals back the fastest lap with a 2:05.010. Now we're starting to really close in on Darren here. The gap to Darren's around about 7-8 tenths of a second. The gap to Danny about 1.2 between Darren and himself, so I believe at this point we're just under 2 seconds to Danny. So if we can get past Darren, there's every chance here that we can actually start to fight Danny to the lead. So a 2:05.2 there on that lap, Darren a 2:05.6, so we gained 4 tenths just on that lap alone. Unfortunately though, Danny gets a sideways coming out of the source, and now Darren is going to be right up in his slipstream. So now Darren is closer to Danny than what I am to Darren even, and Danny is going to have to go probably defensive here as we go up the Camel Straight down to Lake Coombe. We're running side by side. We'll take a look how it looks from my perspective here. Darren edges just ahead. Oh, side-by-side contact there from Danny and Darren. Fortunately, Darren ends up worked out of that, and I'm able to slip through, so now I am up into P2. We're going to just slightly show defense into Rivage, make sure Darren doesn't send a move up the inside. And now the pressure is going to be on Danny. He's got 1 lap older tires. It's not super significant, but if we can drive without any mistakes, there's a chance we can put a little bit of pressure on him. Darren takes a big chunk of curb there on the inside of Pahun, which cost him a lot of time there on the exit. So that's probably going to make us safe into the bus stop. So now all eyes ahead. We don't have to worry about Darren. It's just all about chasing down Danny in these final 4 laps. Or 3.5 laps, I guess you'd call it. First Stavelard there. We're second down on our lap time, obviously, with the fight through Lake Coombe. 2:05.2 on the previous lap though, so good pace still left in these tyres. We compare the tyre wear with Danny's. You see that even though it's just 1 lap, there's still visible difference. Bit early there on the throttle, so we don't get the best exit there. Danny actually pulls away from us on the exit. Can't be making those little mistakes. Danny's a very good driver. We see him just miss the apex there. He runs a little bit wide. We have a snap of power oversteer. But the chase is on. Gaining just a couple of k's per hour in the slip at the moment. It's not a huge effect, but it's enough to buy us a tenth and a half maybe down the straight. I say there, 1/10. So the difference of line there into Rivage. Danny takes a much tighter entry. I have a late turn in. Trying everything I can to stay close through these two left-handers, Cahoon and before it, No Name. I feel like those are the two corners where I'm losing time to Danny. Everywhere else, I think I'm gaining time. I say we pull a little bit closer there for Rivage. Not for Rivage, Rifania. Alright exit for Double Up. Dragging out fifth gear as long as possible, hoping to gain anything we can in the slip. And now we come into the braking for bus stop. 125 meters. We pull it up, gain a lot of time under brakes there. On the throttle nice and early, and look at that, we've gained quite a bit of time there on Danny. So 205.2 versus 205.6, 4/10 up on Danny this lap. Closer and closer we come in his slipstream now as we go up, approaching a Rouge. Shift up to fifth gear so we get the good momentum off of the corner. 257, 58, 260. Now you can see we're visually drawing closer on the straight. The slip is powerful enough now that you see a quarter of a second up on the fastest lap. So we're just able to keep it tighter to like every single corner. The advantage of the one lap tire is now really starting to show as Danny's tires start to pull off the cliff a little bit. An absolute send there through No Name. Let's watch that again. See if we get any sliding here on the exterior curve. There you go. Nice little drift there. See the guys behind have dropped a long way back. As the two of us finally with clean air are really able to stretch our pace. Super late there on the brakes again. And again we pull up a lot of time on Danny in the bus stop. 205.4 against 205.1. A good lap time there from Danny, but just able to keep it so much closer now. And we get a really good exit from Lasauce, right behind Danny now. Gonna pull out of the slipstream slightly, just to make sure that we're gonna get a nice little shot, what's it called? Overshot. Slingshot is the word I'm looking for. So we're gonna go out wide here. Danny's gonna descend the inside into Lacoum. Late on the brakes, we go around the outside, get it pulled up. Fortunately, a little bit of netcode side-by-side contact there. Just end up pulling out ahead. That's how it looked on my view. So a little bit of contact there on the exit. But otherwise through the first part, very clean pass. And now Danny's going to be right up behind me through this middle sector. Just have a lot one last time. We need no mistakes here. Get a good exit. No hesitations on the throttle. And now it's the run down towards Blanchimont in the bus stop for the final time of this 24-lap race. Is Danny going to be able to make a move? I'm going to get over to the left here. We don't want to make the same mistake as what we made against Zach the other night and allow him up the inside of Blanchimont. So we take the inside of Blanchimont. Danny tries to go around the outside. Loses speed as he goes around the corner. And now we stick it to the inside of the bus stop. Danny's going to try and go around the outside. Oh, we have a little bit of contact there. But then on the exit, Danny gives the position back. And we end up finishing 1-2 from P9, P10 on the grid. An incredibly fun race. P3 is this Japanese driver, forget his name, sorry, Dyer in P4 after serving a penalty on the last lap. Kyo, the guy who pitted on lap 6 in P5. And Iqbal, for some reason, slowed down right at the end. I'm not sure what was the point of this. Cost himself 7 seconds there. It's not like he had an accident with anyone, so not sure what he was doing here. Okay. Yeah, GG Danny. That was good sportsmanship there. I want to go back to the lap 23. Where is it? Just like full send. It's only a small drift, so it's hard to capture. Probably just... Yeah, there we go. Got the opposite luck on there. Let's see if we can get a good camera angle of it. Not really. Sometimes when you quit out and back in, it gives you a better one. So I'll just get a couple of these photos. So, with 24 minutes until the next one. That's a long time, but hopefully we'll have a good race next race. Yeah. Ooh, a little bit too much. I'll have to go 60. Still too much. Pahoon, just too fast. I get one with Dyrin as well. Nope. Let's just let... Actually, maybe we'll just move to this one here. Sometimes you can get a better effect. I need to turn on my fan. It's starting to get really hot in here, even just sitting here. Actually, maybe that one's just better. Trackside cameras always look so much better than the walk-in cameras. Alright. So, do I do a from the back in race C, or should I just do a practice for Manu? What do I feel more like doing? Because from the back right now in race C could be real boring if there is only A and B rated drivers. There would need to be some A pluses to make it a little bit of a challenge at least. And haven't really done a proper test of Mana yet. Might be better for me to test Manu now and join EMEA later tonight when I have a break from work for one race. I mean, I'm not on my correct Manu account right now, but I believe I still have the settings saved. I think the settings for lobbies save on all your accounts, so yeah, as long as I have an M6, that's all that matters. Whatever. League polls, owners of the lobby, Okay, so we're gonna make it a public room. I should put the shortcut penalty on. Alright, feel free to join, anyone who wants to join. I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet. Alright. Let's just start off with stops for the time being. Get used to driving this car again. Didn't break that early, I guess. Yeah, 17.4 is still okay. We lost quite a bit of time here in this open sector. Come on. First of many stickers. Other cars, the lose much on the cars. This goes. Still not very good there, was it? I'm almost ready to skip this race. These pens are gonna just be brutal. Nope. You see what is possible though. I mean, this was slightly off. But there's just so much time to gain there that you have to send it until you figure out where the exact limit is. If you play it safe, you just give up 0.4 of a second. Because it's a quarter of a second there on the first sector itself, but then you also gain time all the way up to that first right-hander. So in the end, it turns out to be like 3/4 of a second that you win or lose by getting the margins there. Probably another penalty. Let's go at it again. I do wonder if maybe it's better to go with ASM for this. As the ASM will prevent some of the understeer. Potentially. I don't suppose anyone knows what the wind direction is for this. Because if there's some headwind into there, that's going to help a lot. I think there is, right? It's like northwest wind or something? Kev? Uh-oh, get around, get around. It's never under control there, was it? Oh, it's 10 a.m. Wait. Yeah, 10 a.m. a.m. doesn't matter, does it? Why am I in third gear? Points northwest, yeah, that's what I thought. It's kind of the direction of the chicane up here. That makes the chicane even bigger bitch. But at least it will make that turn at the end of Sector 1 a bit more manageable. think this is a better second sector, is it? And third sector? Although, I guess on my second run through here, it was, I don't know, that was bad, wasn't it? Pretty much to the objective. No. Throw the car into the barrier. I didn't want to start the race. Fuck's sake. Noob joke from me though. Sorry, I just quit out of it. Stupid Will. If these guys don't get the idea and quit out, then I just kick them. Come on, exit. Exit. Great. If you take turn one, I'm kicking you. Alright. Sorry, but just have that little awareness of what's going on. I'm not gonna bother sitting here in the chat telling you red flag, red flag. Where it's like, wow, I'm winning. So fast those other cars disappeared off the track. Doesn't feel like the ASM helps the understeer in this car. I'll give it a go at racing speed though. Oh, look at that. You still understeer so much. I do feel like it is worth running though. It does make the car just a little bit more settled over the bumps, which I think is helping. Have to get used to the timing, but otherwise it's pretty good here. Yeah, look at that, 16.9 on high field. That was pretty decent. Small little mistake there on that corner though, and you lose so much. It's gonna be carnage on Saturday. I think it almost always is in some lobbies, isn't it? Oh, 189, not bad, not bad. It's too much for us on the exit there. So we got on the throttle earlier than before, so I'm gonna lose a tenth. Like 5, it's not bad. Okay. I'm reasonably happy with that, I think, for the softs. One sec. Yeah, I mean, there'll certainly be less people crashing into each other in top split, but as you saw last week at Trial Mountain, there was still a fair share of crashes. Like Goto spun, Anchovy spun. A few other people got involved in incidents. Jish got caught up in one when someone went off in front of him. Let's try mediums. Sure, this will go well. really, my split last week at Trail Mountain, not many spun, first corner, only like 1 or 2 drivers, that's about it. Where did you finish, by the way? I don't think I saw your tweet about it this week. You're getting pretty close to being in the same split as your old mate Blue. Blue's been slowly raising his DR. Finished 11th, started 12, was a tough lobby. You're still high A, right? Not up into A+ again? I think it's starting to get the hang of the left-hander there. Also on mediums, the pace is not going to be as good as it. Yeah, there's going to be in yours at Road Atlanta next Saturday, high A, like another 30% to A+. Yeah, those high A lobbies can be difficult because I think you got, you know, sometimes it can be people who are genuinely high A, and then other times it's like a lot of guys who are A+ in terms of their pace, but because they do a lot of like from the back dailies and getting into incidents and stuff, they end up around high A instead of where they should be in A+. So if you think of people like Ram Sub-Zero and Jester, Amiga even, they're quite often around that A level instead of A+. So I think it can make that level of lobby quite competitive. Try to keep it pinned. Can't break into it, so difficult, even I give my best. Yeah. I mean, so long as you're having enjoyable competitive races, it's really not worth worrying about your DR, right? Like, I think it's good to be in lobbies where you can have those like fighting for podium moments and stuff. Does it have good pace between racing and battles? Yeah. Turned in too early. Might be better to go third gear exiting in the on the mediums out of that corner. I don't know. You have to carry so much less speed. Seems like fourth gear is a little bit bogged. Certainly have to fight with the car a lot more on the mediums than you do on the softs. Which probably means I'm overdriving it. Okay, 18.0 high fuel. See if we can improve that. Okay, 4K is faster there on the Apex. Missed the turn in by a mile though. Good turn 2. Get better for that. Yeah, so third gear feels like a better exit speed, but then the car got unstable on the bumps with the higher revs. It's just, it goes over the bump and the car doesn't move sideways. Fucking 5 meters. So yeah, maybe better just stay in fourth. You'll have a slightly slower exit speed, but a more stable exit, so it'll be safer. I think if I can do high 17 on medium, that's cooking. That'll be good enough. Maybe not. Oh my god. Sometimes just no front end bite out of that chicane exit. No, too fast. Okay, half temp down. Maybe lost a tenth and a half on first corner though. Oops. Shifted down 20 many gears. I really would like to see CRV drive some laps of this tonight or tomorrow night so I can get a good comparison with him before Saturday. Okay, there you go, 17.9. It's very low 9 as well. Better first corner, but worse for the rest of the section. Gained a 10th there in the last sector, with the last lap. There we go, a little bit up. I lost 10th back. Is that going to be better? Had a bigger lift off, but was back on throttle sooner. Nope. Okay, try to be a bit more gentle on second gear application there, rather than just stamping on it like I do with the softs. See if it was beneficial. And a half second down that friend. So, it's looking the high 17s is about my limit with these mediums. All right. That was nice. Turned in a bit earlier. There we go. It's the lowest we've got. Sector 1 on the mediums. Didn't quite get the turn in for that first right-hander. I was going to call it Lesmos. That's what those two corners remind me of. nice, nice. Again, that first right-hander didn't really work out well, but it was about even to last lap, and last lap we were still only, what, a tenth and a bit down on that sector, so there we go, tenth and a bit down. Nice. Not as good as last lap. Didn't feel like a bit less over, traction loss over the top of the hill though. So makes up for it. There we go, 7.6. Starting to cook a bit. Nope, nope, nope. That was a little messy. Very messy. Have to remember, we're going to have a tailwind into those two corners as well come the actual race. So if we're going deep into them now, then that's going to be a big problem once the wind's applied. Hopefully this will still be 17, just. Okay, that was nicer than the previous few laps, but was nicer, faster. That's always a question, isn't it? About the same pace. The tire wear is starting to... It's starting to kick in now. I think probably our days of 17.6s are gone. Nope, that was very bad. Messed up with the gearing. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Is this 10? No, I got away with it at least. The one encouraging thing is at least we're avoiding penalties. Kind of got the rhythm down through that now. Take a screenshot of our times, save for later. I just wish that exit curb was like 2 meters longer. Okay, we're down to the 18s. But we did have a 0.7 on the first sector. I didn't need to lift there. I would have been fine. So it's likely to be an 18 again. Hey, what's up? What I reckon, I don't know, I'm seeing how far these mediums take me, really. See what the pace is like. If they can stay above 18.5s, they're quicker than warm softs, I think, so... And that's gonna be the cutoff point. Oh, just not getting the turn in now, are we? It is very short, is it? I'm guessing that's on the time trial, yeah? Because I think it's like 30 seconds or something in the practice here in the lobby. So if it's shorter in the time trial, then that's very useful information to know. Gonna have to start turning in earlier for that turn. The tires just don't give me the bite anymore. No animation? Okay. You did a lobby with Wolfie and the other dancing group. Okay. It's possible this this track has a bug like what GV does, where sometimes it shows you short animation. We'll try and check after. Because I think if that was the case, it would be something like 999, 9910 or something. Two stints of softs, one stint of mediums, if the two stops possible. How did I not get damage from that? I'm pretty sure damage is on. I'm gonna do one more lap on these mediums. Consistent. It's like the first real major mistake I've made on this run, and haven't had a single penalty on this medium run. Okay, actually, I'm gonna complete this. I'm gonna complete this lap so I know roughly what pace these mediums are at this point. This is, wow. Yeah, the drop-off is really big on these last few laps. Okay, I'm not going to complete the lap. It's clear the tyres are dead at this point. Alright, fuck it, I'll do one more. Because I don't think the softs are going any more than 11. So if it's one stop, we really are going to need to do 17 on the mediums. Maybe 18 for a lot of cars. Oh, we need to hold the wheel tighter exiting sector 1. Go play some tennis with Dan Holland. Strengthen up these little arms. Because I think it's holding the wheel too loose on the axle, which is causing me to go all over the place on the bumps when I go a little bit wide there. I mean, this lap has been better, hasn't it? 1.4 down. Oh, yeah, straight in. At least in the practice here. It's a very long pit out though, isn't it? So I mean, from lap 11 onwards, you're losing almost a second a lap. So over a second a lap in some cases compared to low fuel softs. It might be close. But yeah, 21 seconds there, lost on the out lap. So I don't think it's going to be viable. That's going to be a 10. Nope, just kept it in. first lap's not exactly second the world on what fire, is it? 17.3. Very poor. Lost my rhythm over turn 2. Those 1 mediums. Nice middle sector there. Yeah, once you get a hold of the car over the curves, it's nice, but it's not nice over these curves, especially last sector. Be very careful. I think some of the cars will be more comfortable to drive than this, but there's definitely a lot of speed in this car, that's for sure. Horrible T1. Faster laps with full fuel. That happens from driving mediums for a stint. Lose the pace. Yeah. Thankfully, the one race we have on hards with it is Nürburgring, which has, well, Nord 24, Nord Endurance, whatever, which has plenty of grip even on the hards. Not great the last sector though. Ah, bro, where are my 16s? Did the HSME 24-hour at Nurb and loved it. Yeah, Nord was great. Didn't get enough throttle early for the second part. But hopefully this might just still be a 16 here. Yeah, 16.9. Not as good as a run through there as last lap, was it? So we got 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 5 laps to go after this one. third. Bit more. In it. There's going to be a couple of attempts down as absolutely clonked turn 2. Yeah, wow, half second loss. Gladiator Racing Team. What an awesome name for a team. 17A. This is now medium pace. You can just feel it on the bite on the turn in. It's going to be horrible with the tailwind into those two right-handers. The car's just going to understeer for days. Three more to go. 17.9 still. No, come on. That's the mistake I need to stop making. Like, the better drivers are not gonna be running deep into that corner lap after lap. A lot of them don't race, you reckon? This is why I practice privately. Dirty tires now. This is zero awareness. Guys in the middle of the track ghosted, and then got unghosts. Hey, why do I have a red signer here? That was a weird bug. No, so do. Is it because I went off the track? I was off the track as I crossed the line? Is that why? I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting that they wouldn't race, because I thought this was one of the more popular tracks. Okay, let's see what this last lap's like. I mean, 12 laps is fine. I've still got enough tyre. It's not going to puncture or anything like that. It would have been nice to see what that lap 27 could have been compared to the later laps on the mediums. Down. Yeah, this is better than one mediums. At least the first sector. So we're looking at probably about an 18.5, 18.6 here, right? Yeah, 18.5. So it's not too bad. I think the last two laps would have been low 18s. Jack definitely when he's already laughing all the way to the bank for 2 wins. Yeah. It's exhibition season though, so at the end of the day, no one's really keeping score of who wins those, are they? It's just race for the fun of it. How did you do it on softs? I did 12. I don't know if you... I took screenshots of the mediums. I don't know if you can see that or if it just doesn't show it on my screen on the stream. Okay, it looks like it doesn't show it on the stream. So the end of my medium stint was lap 12, 18.2, lap 13, 18.2, lap 14, 18.6, lap 15 was the lap I spun, and lap 16, 18.9. So it looks like the one softs are better than one mediums, at least for me. I think it's going to be the drivers who do the best at preserving the mediums who are going to benefit the most, I think. Because, yeah, you could probably say my softs would have lasted an extra lap there at the end. But saying that, they would have been worse wear throughout the whole stint. Actually, no. Now looking at this screenshot, I don't think my softs would have lasted a whole other lap. They would have punctured at some point during the lap. So, what's interesting though is that my full fuel softs were faster than my low fuel softs. Do I have the screenshot of that still? No, I don't. I'd have to go back and look on my stream. But yeah, I don't think I did a particularly good job on that low fuel soft stint. It may have just been the case that my rhythm was put off by the mediums, especially the one mediums at the end of the stint. Okay, well, I'm going to call it an end there and go have some dinner and stuff before I start work. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. See ya.